Hi everyone, welcome to Consumer Value. So today we're looking at Humacyte, and fantastic news. These guys are finally going commercial. They finally got FDA approval for labeling, which sort of fits into the time frame. We're expecting just around end of February, and it was literally the end of February. So it is sort of in time frame. It really tested your patience, obviously, because it's a long wait. But finally it's here. Like, there's no more roadblocks, everything is full steam ahead, and the company can start selling, start generating revenue, and this is more the exciting part. Obviously the share price only moved 12.8%, which kind of feels not that much considering the past week the stock's had. Like, the past week the stock is actually down. The market was so bad, or the selling pressure, it's just pushed the stock from about $3.80 to $3, and if you took the chance to top up at $3, then that was pretty good. Even now, $3.43, still selling pretty cheaply. And in the after hours it's up 2%, so I think slowly the stock is going to come back. But obviously there's going to be a lot of like selling pressure. People who bought $3 is going to kind of sell it down as well. Still a lot of people shorting, unfortunately. So I think the stock will take a little time to consolidate, probably move up slowly as it goes, which isn't bad. Like, moving up slowly can sometimes be better than jumping immediately and then shooting back down. So yeah, like, I think all things are looking really good with the stock. So in terms of the announcement itself, so they've given us some details. They've said 21 hospitals have already initiated the value analysis committee, and then there was it 2 hospitals that had basically approved it already, so they're already going to be shipping out very soon. Yeah, so I think all things look really good right now. Obviously 21 hospitals is not enough to really make up those revenue numbers. They need a lot more hospitals, probably in the hundreds. In terms of the trauma centers, obviously they've identified 200, which is the critical one that does majority of them, of the surgeries. So if they can get the larger centers, then they can sell a lot through those. If not, the small ones will be also really good as well. So alright, so if we just go through the announcement, so yeah, what is it? So a lot of hospitals are just going through their normal processing. Okay, Humacyte has been notified that a number of hospitals will purchase Symvess while the VAC process remains underway. So likely the ones that are purchasing, like before the process is already done, is likely the ones that were part of the trial, because they already know the product. They don't need to do the analysis to know it is better. But obviously you've got the the money people that really want to know the exact numbers and if there's actually good savings. So that's a really good sign that 2 hospitals have already approved it, and then there's a few hospitals that have already started ordering, because they already know the product, most likely because they've been part of the trials. So yeah, like, I think everything looks really good. We'll just probably have to just keep an eye out on how the sales numbers continue to progress. Right now it's really good, 21 hospitals. Hopefully as we go on, that 21 hospitals goes to 50, then 100, then so on. And then they start to generate really good numbers, and now we can start to have more expectations that there might be a Department of Defense contract, because obviously no one's going to be purchasing until the final labeling was done. Now that final labeling is done, there's a lot of things that are clear to go through now. Yeah, so I think we're in a good situation now. Hopefully it stems to all the pressure on the share price. People are more optimistic, and things can just get on their way and share price can see better days. Obviously, if you've been in the stock, you've been suffering for a long time, so hopefully we really see the stock start to just propel upwards. And as we go, we just hear a lot from the company around how many sales they'll be generating in the future. Obviously, they don't know right now because it's still the initial stage. But the fact that they're selling, that starts to fill in those numbers. They'll just be ordering like maybe one or two, and then if they are used, they continue to order. They don't have to stock a lot. They just need enough, just so in case there's an immediate use, they have it immediately, and they can just order it and just get it maybe the next day. So I don't imagine there's any problems with logistics. So I think, so far really, really good signs, and then hopefully sales can ramp up and we find out those numbers going forward. Let me know if there's any questions or comments, and I'll see you next time. Good luck investing, everyone.